Well, it's 2023, out for my first run of the year. Thought I'd start, since I've made all of 22 a bit of a base, putting some strong foundations down in the marathon. Thought I'd start and make a bit of a return to YouTube, and just do a little bit on here again. Previously did my running cook channel, which ended up leading to me not actually making the start line at Wrexham Marathon in 2021. So this year I'll be building towards London Marathon in late April, and then hopefully targeting Berlin, that I've got an entry for in late September. So technically I've already started my marathon block, building towards London for 2022. I got a bit of a base down throughout December and the previous part of the year, but now is going to be starting like the focus marathon work, pushing towards April. Since like Berlin September, York in September, I took a step back and decided to try and race a couple of 5Ks and 10Ks, but mainly 10Ks, just getting my time down to a low and under 33 minutes again, which I have successfully completed at Percypud and Ribble Valley, with me doing a 32.52 at Percypud and a 32.59 at Ribble Valley. All of training really though has pointed towards like a low 32 that's within like my sore capabilities, but we'll see, we'll get there. I know that I'm not a 10k runner. So this week I'm going to start talking, probably weekly, a little bit about my training week, what I've done, sort of key sessions. The rest of the time I will be running easy, so I'll not bore you to death with that. But sort of mileage, key findings, anything like that, as I build towards London. Pretty unsure of what my marathon pace goal will be at London at the minute. Does depend on how I build, if I hit my key sort of targets along the way as well. Just down on the Whaley lap for people that are from Barnsley, see if you recognise it. So this week training then, Monday kicked off. I've had quite an easy day to be honest. We've been doing Ribble Valley on Tuesday, went out, ended up doing 12 mile in total, split between two runs if I remember rightly. It were a 9 and a 3. Kept it nice and easy, still kept me double run, so my legs felt relatively similar to what they usually would anyway. And then Tuesday was the long drive over to Ribble Valley, or Clitheroe, for the 10k. It is quite a sharp field. You are lucky if you break the top 50 or 100, never mind the top 10 or winning it. Big step difference from doing Traveller's 6 the week before and winning the hilly course at Denbydale in 34.04. Did quite enjoy the drive over to Ribble Valley despite the rain. There were quite a few of the training lads and lasses doing it, with Naomi doing it, the girlfriend, Birdie, Gary and Kai also making the journey over, which quite made for a nice morning out, and then started the race. To be honest, I were half and half because I've been having like a little bit of glute pain, like during like my faster sort of stuff, which it is the glute pain that I had in late 2021, but thankfully I've kept it at bay for now. So I had the same sort of pain before Travellers, but still managed to tackle the hills alright. And then set off on the race, couple mile warm up, felt alright where I were in the park. It is uphill for the first 2 mile and then downhill for about 4, well, rolling downhill, but felt quite good, ticking nicely. Went through halfway in roughly 16:30ish, which is where I wanted to be, and then managed to hold on towards the last 400. Looked at my watch and knew if I split it on pace I'd be on for at least a sub 33. I managed to just get it by 1 second. Would have, in hindsight, I am happy with it, but at the time would have liked to have gone 32:30 if I'm being brutally honest, but not a 10k runner. Moving on then to, got home, did a long cool down, and then got home and actually ran again that evening. And then pushing into, went out, well, we had a pizza Tuesday night and Kai and Ruby came over, so that was quite nice to be social, you know. Pushing into Wednesday, more of the same, easy. Rest of the week, to be honest, was exactly that. With it being New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I didn't plan on doing any sessions this week because of the double park runs, so use them as like 20-minute tempos, with my sessions resuming properly next week, especially with racing at Ribble as well. Well, no need for me to be doing sessions. So pushing into the weekend, after Friday's run I'd got onto about 72 mile for the week, and then Saturday it was my 400th park run, so thought I'd make the journey to Barnsley, you know, the 2 mile jog. It's changed a bit because it used to be a 400 metre jog from my front door, but now my new front door's 2 mile away, so made the 2 mile uphill jog to Barnsley. So a few of the faces that I recognise and local people, and it's nice to be like on your own patch doing your home run, especially this time of year. So I did Barnsley, clocked 16:57 for the 3 laps on the beautiful hills of Lock Park. I think it is one of my quickest times on there all year, to be honest. I think I may have run 16:52 earlier in the year, but not bad to say it's a December day. And then today, Sunday, 1st of Jan, Happy New Year. Got into the, well, I've probably caught the bug a little bit, to be honest, park run touring. So this morning went up to Leeds, Woodhouse Moor, which is a fairly flat park run if you're from Yorkshire. And park runs, notoriously, over the last year or so, I get lost, and I get lost quite well and good. So Frickley Park Run, got lost there. Huddersfield Park Run, I got lost there. and Selby Parkrun, which is an out and back on an airfield. I got lost there. So stood on the start line at Woodhouse Moor, look around, make a judgment, speak to the run director, and he said, "Oh, you'll not get lost, don't worry lad." Pointed out a couple of runners that had guided me around, and then set off anyway. Luckily found a young chap called Freddie, who's a bit of a local legend by the sounds of it, and sat with him for the first lap, and then as soon as I knew my way, kicked a little bit. I was hoping in truth that he'd come with me, but he ran quicker than he did yesterday, and so did I. So I did 16:34 at Leeds, which is quite a good time for that course. Parkruns are tough to go quick on anyway, and I don't really go to parkruns for that. You go more for the community side of it, trying different ones and getting the tempo workout that I use it for a Saturday morning. Obviously today's Sunday. Couple mile warm up done, couple mile cool down, and that was that. Went to a coffee shop across the road. Can't remember what it was called. I think it was the Coffee Junction across the road from where we parked the car, and had a coffee and a brownie, and then came up, went to TK Maxx actually, bought a new pair of Adios, or Adizero Boston 10s, which I've not tried yet, but for 60 quid can't turn an eye at them. Also went to the Nike show, saw a pair of Alpha Fly V2s that were marked at 30% off, and was 10% extra, would have made 162, but decided to avoid that. Didn't want to make a mistake, it's because they were half a size down. Anyway, after this run tonight, it took me to 101 miles for the week, which to be honest is quite a good base to start from. Throughout the marathon block I'll hopefully be doing Tuesday and Thursday sessions. The Tuesday sessions we've got quite a nice group together, doing them sessions now at Dorothy Hyman Track or using the road. Depends how short or long the sessions are, to be honest, but as we move through the marathon block, most of the sessions will be on the road, because that's where you run a marathon. So it's a crime to actually use a track for your long marathon sessions anyway. And then the Thursday sessions, they're usually my sharper, shorter ones anyway, so they won't exceed a K or anything like that. Just crossing motorway bridge, so it got a little bit loud on there anyway, so we're a bit worried you might not pick my voice up. Anyway, Thursday sessions, they'll not exceed a K really. They're like my shorter, sharper sessions, just to tune the legs up a little bit, and then it'll be probably a Saturday park run, which might be slow or fast, but just a bit of tempo work, and then Sunday long run. Throughout like COVID, pandemic and all that palaver, I kind of got stuck in a bit of a rut, to be honest, just going out and running every single run as fast as I could, and had to, throughout the last year and building back, I had to take a step back myself, just think, what the hell am I doing? Just killing myself. It's not how you're meant to be doing stuff. So started taking a focus and actually looking at my data and looking at my heart rate, and and doing everything easy and just taking it easy on runs where in truth I don't need to kill myself. And with the amount of mileage I'm running, I need to allow my body to recover just like anyone. So finding most of my runs are actually in zone 1 or 2, and keeping the heart rate down. So at the minute I'm on 145 beats a minute, even though I have just run uphill. But in previous years, Cookie of old would be knocking out like 160, 170 up there, and wondering why my shins are hurting, why I've got Achilles tightness, or picking up stress fractures. So yeah, most of my runs each week will just be nice and easy, over 7-minute miles, not dipping under 6s, and just keeping it relative to myself as to what I can do. And big believer and reader of the 80-20 training philosophy, where 80% of any of your work is easy, but then 20% is truly intense, hard work, digging it in. But all of the time you are grinding the miles, and I am a mileage muncher, and enjoy that side of the training. Anyway, it's getting a bit dark. I've still got 5 miles left in my run to make it 101 miles for the week. I'll continue this bit on my own. I hope you've enjoyed my 15-20 minutes of rambling. We're going to take a step forward in 2023. Enjoy it, keep smiling, just enjoy me running. So this ain't going to be called running cooked, because I'm not going to be knackered 100% of the time. I might just call it running easy and see what happens. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Enjoy.